know, there are many great city builder games out there. Like, we're talking Sim City, you have City Skylines, all that stuff. But you know what? I always, even before I had the channel, like to just gravitate back towards Anno 1800. I've always enjoyed city builder games. I think one of the very first games I ever owned was Sim City, period. I enjoyed playing that game so much. Mostly to be able to drive the cars around this town and be able to crash into everything, but that was a totally different time. But since getting Anno 1800 and before the channel even started, this is a game that I would always come play as much as possible because I just enjoy it. It hits different. To me, it hits different. I know to a lot of us it does the same. So welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the One Island Challenge. Hope you all are doing well today. Just want to take a moment to thank YouTube channel members El Davo, Doozy, and Crimson Jack. Thank you to you guys for supporting the channel in a different way. I really appreciate it. And, you know, we're continuing on in this epic trial to see if we can even survive. Because, I mean, I'm starting to get a little bit weary. The other guys are getting pretty strong. So, what we're going to be working on today is we're going to try to get the rail system complete, as well as get the oil refineries built up, because I do want to see how much oil we're actually getting from these 5 sources. And will it be enough to have at least 2 power stations plus a fuel depot over here for all of those? I don't know. That'll be a little bit spicy. All this pretty much has to go. And then what I'm considering doing is building the settlement out in this direction, along with probably getting rid of all the workloads. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is get rid of a lot of the farmer population and workers to a point in order to have a lot more money in the back pocket. That's really what I want to do, and build a fleet to go and deal with the rest of the AI. So we have 2 ships over here, plus the Pelican, which I'm going to definitely sell off.
Taking the initiative.
Yep. And
Anyone
the
for
Gorgon...
croquet?
That's actually a cool ship name. I don't like the fact that I had to sell that one. But we also do need to be very mindful of our expeditions right now, because we need items, and this is the best place to get them. But these ones are from, like, the zoological and archaeological ones. They're not going to really do much for us. But that is a 50% bonus success chance. Watch this fails.
Be the star to steer us.
Oh my god, it didn't. I'm shocked. Have some bread and continue on. Okay, pirate hunt. What do we have to do here? Okay. Interesting. So, we're going to threaten the man and his soldiers with some of our raw beef. Or we can try to talk him out of the inspection. Well, we have a new item, pretty much. Let's try it.
We must.
Oh, what we get? What the hell is this? Sure. Whatever. It's an item. It can go in a museum. They'll make people happy. That's all we care about. And enjoy that raw pig.
Into the unknown.
And there's the third one. Okay, the autopsy. Oh yeah, this is the one that really screwed up. Encourage the opposite. Convince the zealots to be tolerant. You know what?
The mark of dread upon us.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This one is not...
Run about before it's too late.
This one's not going so hot, but let's just give it a go. I don't know. We're trying this out. We're figuring it out little by little.
Every field has its weeds.
Where are my ships? Didn't I have a ship available somewhere? Oh, did I sell one off that I didn't want to? I might have. In that case, it probably was like the Pelican or something. So I'm going to get a clipper going here, another ship of the line in the queue. And I do believe we have enough reinforced concrete to at least build up the small oil harbor. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Our steel beam production has been the main problem child for a decent amount of the campaign so far. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build another one, but I want to build it in a cool spot if possible. So like over here may not be too bad. I'll go and put it down here. But I'm pretty sure we're running out of steel itself. Yeah, because the steel is going not only to our weapons, it's also going towards, I believe, yeah, our sewing machines need it.
Leave it to set.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut off 2 of these. And let me see how that's going to really pan out. So it makes it somewhat even-ish, kind of, sort of. We can probably just have one of them going at any given time. Yeah, because the sewing machines, we're going to need more of those at this point. How many do we have? We are exactly at 0. So that means our artisan
An
population...
aviary is fine when it looks not.
Why are they getting... Oh, right. I was providing it to them a little bit one time. Alright, so if we want to bring in sewing machines, out of curiosity, what do we need to bring? We need to import cotton fabric. Well, that sure as hell isn't happening. With 20 import exports? Absolutely not. Let's get another set of... Where is it? Where are my windows? Windows in here. In order to get coffee, we have to import 1,800 chocolate. Wow. Okay, that's different. But I think right now what I want to do is I want to import some schnapps so I can cut that production out. If I import the schnapps, then all of this can go. And that is all maintenance costs. Like the 40 coins, that racks up. I don't want to deal with that all the time. And then if I want to get this refinery built up, I need 28. Which one has more? This one has more? Okay, we need 36. Got it. Let me see. Do you have a ship over here I can buy, dude? Well, you do, but do I want to?
Anyone for croquet?
It's 15,000. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. The Olympia. I like the name. I like the name. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy his steel beams as well. I'm glad that we're still making the money, and I think a lot of it is because we have them being, they have some rum, right? Yeah, the rum is definitely helping us out here. The pocket watches and penny farthings, on the other hand, penny farthings is something we can consider later on, but right now I don't think it's really that important. The bank is going to be hell to put down because of how freaking ginormous it is, and I don't even have the capability of putting it down right now. Why do I have dirt pads in here, dude? What the hell? That's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Oh, there's some over here too. Oh, right. These are parts of the city that I didn't finish. Okay, now that makes sense. Now I'm understanding what I'm doing. Okay, somewhat. You know, I like to think that I activate or I work at a subpar average most of the time. So I don't know. Okay, let's grab those 62. How much is this going to be? Because I feel like I'm going to need... I think it's fine. We'll fix this later on. Right now, it's really not as important as the steel beams issue. Because I'd like to bring in the raw resources as well, which would require us to expand upon the docklands as much as possible. You know what? Instead of the schnapps, let's bring in some iron. Iron will definitely be a little bit better. I also am going to swap out the... whatchamacallits over there, the fur coats, because I think I have enough engineers for the time being. I'm going to increase that up to 50. So, grand total, we're going to need at least 100, because this is still working to get us some piggies. Or we swap it out to something else, which is entirely possible. I do want to constantly bring in the cement, just so I can work towards getting the brass right over here. So, what I think I will do is I'm going to put the 1 pound fish over here as well to bring in some piggies. That way we can focus on getting the windows sent out for the other goods, so we can raise that up the chain, and it'll be more profitable in the end, guaranteed. Let's fast forward it so we can bring the Olympia home. And do we have any other ships in the region? Look at all that beer coming in. Hell yeah, dude.
We earned this.
I don't know about you, whether you earned it. The artisans, on the other hand, I will tell you.
About it. We are not well matched.
Okay, dude. All right, you can cool it off with that BS.
Ship constructed.
How much do we need for this? We need 36. Okay, another clipper out there is wonderful. I'm gonna put another one in the queue. All right.
Ready.
You there and you there. Perfect. So we did build the oil harbor, and now we have to build up the oil refinery. Awesome. Does have a little bit of a punch to the gut when it comes to maintenance costs, but whatever. That's going to also be 100, so we're going to have to increase the number of workers that we have here. Where's our... Okay, like maybe right about here and here. Also going to upgrade these guys. That'll help us out, because we're going to need 100 at least, and we'll build up the second refinery. All right, perfect. So, with these two refineries, how much oil is coming out? 20. Oh, crud. It's that bad? Are you serious? I thought it was going to be a lot better. We're going to need items. We're going to need items specifically set for the oil refineries big time. And these guys still working at 100%, which is awesome. The reason for that is, if I were to build this thing up right now, I can guarantee you it's at, like, a vast majority of it is going to go towards this power station. 100%. But we have one train out here already, and what I think I'm going to do is I personally do really like the Steamliner skin for this, even though you don't really pay attention much to the train skins in this game. And I'm going to set it to that one. And once we have enough stuff, in this particular situation, more steel beams and reinforced concrete, then I'll be able to bring the power station
This
alive.
crew wouldn't let you down.
All right, what do we get? This is really important. A flamethrower, a royal immunity letter, and a... I'm not even using steamships. Like, there's legit no reason to have, like, any of these. This one's destroyed upon use. That's garbage. Well, you know what we could possibly use these for is just ship items to constantly do some more stuff. Okay, did we put them in the harbor area? Sometimes they go away. Okay, the reinforced bulkhead is definitely our best ticket item. Let's put that stuff back in. Okay, the piggies we have to stick with. All right, hold on. What do you want? Well, that is a 10% chance. Find cover behind glass. It somehow works. Knowledge of local practices may yield answers. There we go. I think that's a great one. Okay. Okay. It worked. It worked. The other one might be slightly screwed, but we'll see what happens. All right. Another expedition, please. We want the pirate hunt. Yeah. So now with better items, we should be good. So like right now, this thing is just totally fine. But if I want to use ship items, for example, force, I still don't have anything. Diplomacy, we can have this one, the royal immunity letter. That definitely helps us out a lot. We have the rest. Force, what do we have for force? That's naval power. Yeah, we still don't have any force items. We'll give him some more beef. How about that? Yeah, let's just give him the beef. The beef is our best force item. Go. I can't even anymore.
Cover your ears.
Okay, reinforced concrete. What are you taking forever? You upgrade. Yeah, this is expeditions galore. I'm worried about this one. Okay, that's 50% chance. Dude, how are you? What do you mean? No. No way. You put an end to the crowd. Oh my god.
Put more skulls on the pile.
Dude, -9? This has to be the last one. We might lose that ship. That's crazy. I'm risking it all. I don't care. So is it legit 20? It is legit 20. That is garbage.
Saved, my child.
Well, you can't be saved if you want to fight me again. You're gonna lose. 100%, woman. Don't appreciate you.
A new commission?
Thunderclap 2, you can be
Don't
sold
tell me
off.
I've missed a-
What I felt like that was cheaper. Or am I just used to the ships of the line being like so freaking expensive?
Look sharp, the governor.
Yeah, put another one in there. Because I would prefer to sell off ships of the line. Okay, what are we missing here?
We lack the requisite material.
Yeah.
The edge of the world.
Okay, one of our ships is underway. Okay, the one that we just sent out. Perfect. What are we bringing in here? We're bringing in some rum. We're bringing in some of that. Okay, what I think we should do at this point is continue to expand the settlement, but I feel like we should cut out the schnapps. I don't know why. I feel like that's just a waste at this point. A lot of resources is being diverted into this, and while they are happy, I say this in air quotes, I don't necessarily think that it's that fantastic. As a matter of interest, I'm going to block it off to both of them, and I want to see how much this drops by. If it drops to like, I don't know, 500, then I'll keep it for the time being. But if it's like around this and it stays, it's not worth it. Let's see. Farmers are going down. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. Yeah, no.
No, I'm in a bit of fun, a bit of
Okay,
filth.
that's
Keeps
definitely
the
bad.
oil
Never
lit
mind.
when work's
Never mind.
waned, you-
Never mind. Enjoy the schnapps while you have them. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and just build more. Because it's been some time since I've built.
raised a settlement.
Excuse you? Okay. Guess I'll just have to build more. I don't like that placement. I don't like that placement whatsoever. That's better. And that's better. I have a double row through here. I did say that we weren't going to be sticking to like any form of beauty building or anything of the sort here. Which is true. We're probably not going to.
Ship constructed.
Great. I'm going to sell those off. That's going to make me some money. There we go. And there we go. Wonderful. We are close enough to the marketplace, but I'm going to put another one back here. And also a really awesome pub. That way they are still going to be happy. And I know this is definitely going to cut into the whole schnapps production because we now have a lot more people.
Your people are rioting.
Excuse you? What the hell is this? Oh my god. I'm over here thinking that the main city is going to freaking revolt, but no, it's back here. I will... Nope, nope, they're marching in the street. They're marching in the street. This is bad. This is bad. We don't have any police stations around here, do we? Nope, apparently not. All right, in that case, enjoy the moderate alcohol tax textbook and put this manifesto in there. What do? Who gives a damn about that? Give me more money. Is at this stage, I can't care.
Raise questions.
No. My methods are totally fine. Okay, they're totally fine. I mean,
There's no forgiving. Never.
Okay, now there's a fire. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. At least we're putting it out. Yep, that's good. Can we mobilize some additional units? We really don't need to be doing this. I just want to put that out there. This riot is not even necessary. No, I'll tell you why. Because it originated probably from the artisanal kitchens. They even hate it. But they transferred it over to the bakeries, and now the bakers are not having a problem. Because they don't like being next door to the artisanal kitchens. I understood. I get it now. I hate them too. Yeah, I'll join in. Hold on. Let me get in here. Let me get in here. Yeah. Down with the artisanal kitchens. Screw them. Screw them and the canneries. I agree. Power to the people. I agree with this. I agree with this movement. I know we all do too. I hate the artisanal kitchens worth a damn. And yes, I know it did not start from the artisanal kitchens at all. But I'm just saying. What does this do? Productivity at animal farms and all powered pastures. I have a feeling that this is probably a good spot for it. Where can I put down a trade union to have all these benefit? Well, problem is I would have to move this one a little bit over to the right, and then we get all those guys to be a little bit stronger. Yeah, that may not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Get rid of this. Put the trade union right here. I want to see if I can probably put back this pig farm again, and I'll do the cheese tactic, putting the silo on the other side. Never built one like this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Okay, that works. And let's put the vitamin supplements in here. Nice. Nice. Okay, so these guys can have their farm fields expanded. Love to see it. So we should be getting some more piggies out here than a little bit more. Not a bunch more. But where's the beef? Beef is just a little bit. It's not going to have like crazy high returns for that item, but it'll do us just fine. How's this riot going? Hey, mobilize. Didn't we just fix these problems? Okay, no, we don't need to march all the way over there. No. They're marching to the cannery. They're marching to the cannery. I agree. We need 3 more of the reinforced concrete.
Admiral.
All right, what's going on here? Peaceful oh crap. How about bow before the goddess?
Uncertain shores.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 1. What is going on here?
She'll be right, long as the bludge's more tight.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, increase it. No, dude, I don't care about that right now. I'm kind of facing a little bit of an issue up here. Oh, we solved it.
The strike has ended.
Oh, God bless. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I hate the artisanal kitchens as well. And the cannery. Screw them both. Okay, what else can we do here? Expedition for you. Coral Islands. Okay, that's plus 10%.
Too cultured for us scrubbers.
Yeah, talk to him, I guess. At least it wasn't that bad of a morale loss. Provide the extra rations. I have a feeling that this ship is gone. Like, this is 100% gone. 1% morale. Unless the next one is, I'm coming home. But I doubt it. We're gonna lose that ship. But I want to get this power station built up, like, right now and see what the damage is gonna be. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Power station active. And now we have to check the values because this thing is going all the way to here. So this iron mine is going to benefit from the power station as well. All these guys are going to be impacted by the power station too. You are an iron mine, so 2 iron mines are going to be ridiculously powerful. The coal mine will not get advantage from this. This guy can go one further forward over to here. So now this one will have electricity once we deliver. The reinforced concrete or the concrete factory will indeed benefit. The brick factories, on the other hand, they will not. A lot of them are probably going to have to shut down. Oh my god! I survived on a 1% chance! Oh my god! What do we get? Better be good. It's probably not going to be. Silicon fabrics, jade pearl, the art of medicine. Okay, no, we take those. We take those. No, don't throw it overboard. Okay, okay. Try to figure it out. Figure this out, man. Try to get in there. Okay, thank you.
Set sail.
You got this, I believe. Look at it chugging away. Oh my god, we almost lost this ship. That's crazy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this ship that's over here and it's a little bit faster. And we're gonna immediately send this other ship out. I want that known. Okay, get these things and we're gonna put them into the harbor area as quickly as possible. Okay. Next expedition for this one. Okay, the level 2 is gonna be a little bit more spicy. Okay, so the items. Where are our items? Where'd they go? For crafting? What? Where are all of our items? Hello? I'm sorry? Do I not see this here? Please don't tell me that's for... Oh, crap. No, it says equipped in ships.
Time the rigging.
Oh, okay, get off that. Hold on. I'm gonna put that in this ship. Okay, so what the hell was going on? How come I couldn't see it before? Oh, the ship needs to be healed up pretty damn bad, doesn't it? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's heal up the ship first before we do anything. Okay, so we now have electricity powering all of this. So let's see what the damage is. Okay, okay, the red peppers, not good. The sewing machines, on the other hand, pretty damn decent. Yeah, 12 out of 20. So that's a lot of oil being used just for that one power station. Pretty much means we can only have one fuel station right now and call it a day. That's how bad it is. So we're going to have to find items for that ASP. The iron and the coal are definitely going to suffer here. The bread or the flour is on par too. Those piggies, yeah, for sure. 16 out of 10 because one of them is indeed powered by electricity right now. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a pause to at least 4 of them. Let me see what 4 of them does there. Yeah, 4 is fine. That means... Oh, wait.
Halt the conveyor.
No. No. So we have 5 coming out. Wait, no, it's 8 coming out. So maybe, hold on. Yeah, I think we can do that, and we can give some clay back to the artisans for some more money.
Somewhat humdrum.
I think that might be a good idea, potentially, because now they're going to work faster. So in this particular sense,
It's the boss.
I think I would like to do this to save on some money. Yeah, that would work. I think I'm okay with that little idea working out there. The sausages, on the other hand, this is like ridiculously fast for what we need. And if we look at the value here, we can get rid of exactly half. That's a lot of sausages. So get rid of these 3. It's also going to impact our capital's, attractiveness and whatnot. So that's pretty good. Reinforced concrete. Okay, the coal and the iron are going to be the things that we're going to have to focus on primarily through the docklands, which is what we already have here with our windows. The windows need to go up the chain. There are also other ones that we can entertain, which in this particular sense, if I were to bring over the windows and the glass, actually, hold the phone. I won't need to have 4 of these here.
Harder with someone at your shoulder.
Because these ones are 30 seconds. These ones are 30 seconds. So I can just have 2 of these and they'll work harder. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm a genius. That's not going to work. Where's a spot that has a decent amount of electricity? We can put them here, actually. 1 here and 1 here. And we will immediately attach electricity to them. So yeah, now 30 seconds being produced for windows is actually pretty nutty. And a concrete factory, let's see. How much reinforced concrete? We really want to bring in more cement as much as we possibly can. So if we have those, yeah, not bad. That is weird, but we're also going to set up the stuff for tractors, but in order to do that, we're going to have the brass smeltery, which we don't have zinc here.
What brings you here, master?
Zinc. You got any? Leave me alone if you don't. What do we need for zinc? We need 4 out of 12. Okay. We need 12 exports total, but I think like if we maximize the amount of this, how much do we have?
Admiral.
Goods redundancy. You know what we're going to do? It's a little bit of a cheese tactic. We're just going to go and sell off a majority of the cement that we already have here. That way, whenever the Docklands brings in stuff, we will sell it personally. Is this all of ours?
Take the rudder.
Oh. Huh. I'm over here like, what the heck is going on? Razor clam.
Jolly.
Ceasefire has ended.
Futures dawn. Okay, you can go away. I need to sell things because this game can only handle one thing at a time.
Ah, yes. The bright young
A new commission?
And the
Sir
longest steam.
Archibald.
Okay, back up to 92,000, looking pretty good. If he never has a steam, or what is it? One of those, what are they called again? I forgot. Oil tankers. We're screwed.
Alas, my bowels churn afresh, and I must beg your expertise.
I just sold 2 ships of the line. Sure.
Buckaroo!
Pirate frigates? Okay, well. They are frigates, so they're going to be slower. They're going to suck more, too. Is it these 2? Confusion. Wait, if he comes over here, my harbor defenses kill it off. It should be fine. Yeah, that's easy money. In this particular situation as well, I think I'm going to go fully delete these guys because I'm still paying some passive maintenance costs for them. And I think I'll build up the final furnace. That'll help us out considerably. And now all of the stuff that we have here are going to be working like quadruple overtime. Yeah, that'll be perfect. We're going to need another red pepper farm to stick up with the demand here. Temporarily, until we get the tractors going, we'll just set them up like so. Because this guy is helping us out with productivity bonuses on these guys, so that helps us out quite a bit. Let me just see. Yeah, so now the value is even.
Into the unknown.
All right, what you got? Bread?
Raising horrors.
Surely the promise of treasure outweighs mere superstition. We're going in. You don't have a choice. Give up. It's clear crew have no heroes. How about this one? Oh, yeah. Yep, totally.
I can't make any promises.
Rantians aren't cowards, by the way. We go in. Pirate hunts. All right, what's going on here? Inspect the man at risk of contamination.
Sickening.
Observe the evolution of lunatic symptoms. Find out evidence on the dead body. Find the evidence. Okay, dead man's belongings. Let's do that one. Let's not touch the dead body. Oh, come on, man. What? What is my luck today? What the hell is this? Legitimately makes no sense. Okay, so I want to imagine that this is also becoming a little bit of a problem here. Let me fix up the farm field. This one needs to have a couple more fields here. Okay, gonna need another potato farm. I can't wait to get rid of these, I'm being honest. Legitimately despise schnapps productions every single time. There's -1 on the wool. I'm gonna go and get that one because I think the work clothes is also going to be pretty bad. Probably put work clothes up top now, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I should. I really like move a bunch of this stuff over there. Yeah. Because that'll definitely help us out with our the amount of people working. So if we put 3 of them over here. And then probably the 3, we can more than likely get rid of 6 of them.
Ceasefire has ended.
Okay, yeah. See, there we go. Perfect. I think we should probably... well, that's a lot of money. I'm going to stop this brick factory too. You know what? Fully get rid of it. And I'll put 2 more of these guys right in here if I can. Perfect positioning. Perfect positioning.
Simply go to press.
Oh, hell. Okay, what do you want? He's going to talk about the strike, isn't he? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Okay. Rapture's Return. Yeah, that one, that's legit. Okay, I take that one for sure. But war declared. The powers that have be elected to go to war. But that wasn't me. Oh, was it me? It might have been me. Okay, it was probably me. Yeah. Rival outlast enemy siege, like we give a damn about Alonso, but I guess we're gonna have to publish it anyway. That's crazy. That's incredible even. So now we have a lot more room back here. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. And we're gonna get rid of that. I do want to see if Archie has any more textbooks that I could possibly get for my people to read. Because that'll be kind of interesting. Where's my ship? You are right here. Okay, we're gonna sell all this off. That's an easy 20k. What is this? Okay, income per household. Okay, the lax water treatment law. It's a really expensive book. Income per household. Okay, no, I'm keen on this one. I mean, illness is going up sucks, but I need the money. We'll just tell people to wash their hands instead.
Unfurl the sail.
Okay, wait, Krusty Beard is here. Where's that pirate ship? Oh, it's all the way over here? Okay, Archie, if they come back this direction, then sure, I'll fight them, but for now, I'm not dealing with it. Can this thing, like, get healed up? Could probably put a repair crane in here. May not be a bad idea. Where's the repair crane, even? I forgot. Is it here? Repair crane.
Are now at war.
Great. Oh, my God. Oh, crap. Okay, well, bye, Admiral. It was nice knowing you. Because she's going to kick your ass. Okay, I feel we're going to need some depots. Let's get a depot here. That increases the island's attractiveness. But I do want to leave room for another export office over here. Can I blueprint it? Yeah, I can't blueprint it. I don't like it when game limits me like that. That's weird. Okay, I don't want to put that there either. Harbor Master will probably be pretty powerful at the moment. Let's put one here and one here. Do we have a lot of Harbor Master items? I don't even know. And now we don't have money.
Ready for a challenge.
But we brought rum. That's important. The rum is indeed important. We don't have a lot of fish because we just exported a bunch out. Yeah. But we should be able to get the value up. That'll be okay. And we're making a bunch more windows now, so that's pretty good. Import, export. You know what? Instead of that, can we put in the reinforced concrete? Yeah, see, like, look at that ratio. Reinforced concrete is going to be a godsend here. So I think what we'll do is we're going to build a second one here and eventually phase out the 1 pound fish production because it's just not going to be as lucrative going forward. I hate to do this,
Flags and semaphore.
but I feel like I want to sell off my
Resting?
clipper.
Oh, perhaps you'd like my latest male torso in rosewood.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Normally, I listen to what you have to say, but that one was kind of sus. Okay, I don't really want that. I need another spot for a fishery because I just got rid of one. Fishery right over here for the time being should be fine. Does this act as a warehouse? I never remember this. It may or may not. We'll find out. We'll find out. I saw what I did. You know what I haven't done today? Banners. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed of myself, actually. Banner. Okay, how much are we have to wait on these ones? You know, if we had electricity tied to these, that'll also be ridiculously strong. Yeah, they would make a bunch of stuff for us. How many sewing machines do we have now? 45 and rising? Not bad. Not bad at all. The windows are going to be good and reinforced concrete for the time being because we have to get this other stuff done. Okay, this expedition. Assigning the ship being the Crusty
Right is
Beard.
fair.
Okay, so this legitimately does nothing for us because it's naval power. Okay. Well, it did a little bit, but not a lot. Items, I think we're just going to have to wait in order to get the rest. Yeah, let's wait on this one because I really want to make sure that we do a good job with it. And let's go ahead and put this textbook in here as well because that's... Oh! That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. It's okay. We have this here. Chance of illness is high. Okay, we acknowledge chance of illness is high, but that's a lot of good money. I like the money. I like the money. Give me the money. The more money, the better. And they're at +4, so they're happy anyway. Can we build this thing yet? 15,000? Oh no, but we will get to 15,000 quick, fast, and in a hurry. How much steel do we have coming out now? Because we should have a decent amount. There's 24 coming out.
Devil to pay.
I feel like I want to activate these again. Make some more guns. And then how many guns are we coming out? There's 5 per minute. Not bad. There's a lot of soap. You can even put soap in the docklands, and that wouldn't be too bad. The coal is definitely going to be a major issue if we run out. Okay, what's in this? Crack in the hull. Oh, come on,
You're
man.
feeling resourceful.
Okay. Seal the overflowing regardless of what. Make a choice. Oh, no way. We lost all the beef. That sucks.
She said fair enough.
We lost all the beef. That's so unfortunate. Okay, concrete factory. Build that because that's important. Okay, how much are we making now? So we're making 4 windows per minute. We're making 4 reinforced concrete per minute. The steel, on the other hand, it is still not fantastic. There's 8 of the steel beams coming out per minute. 45. What's your problem?
Particular materials.
Well, tell them that. Don't tell me. I don't give a damn about your, like, horrid production chain. The work clothes are still fine. The wool should probably be swapped out. I'm trying to look at the stuff that we're going to need to remove. The wood, on the other hand, the wood we can work on. A lot of it has to do with the fact that we're also utilizing the wood itself for, like, obviously our timber, to produce timber. But I think we can do a little bit of
Ship constructed.
changes here and there. So that's 82. That's not great. What about in here? That's 100%. Let's put that there. And we'll get a couple more of these lumberjack huts built up. That's at 100% right here. Looking good. That'll be 97. It's still gonna work.
Opens.
Nice. We're back. After trials and tribulations, what do we get? A pelican! Orca! Dolphin! Nice. Nice. Awesome.
On our way.
What do we have all this weird stuff in here? Put that there. Okay, so now we have these 2 ships. You know what I'm going to do? Put that in here too, because I feel like I want to try to hunt down those pirate frigates a little bit. Where are they? Archie, what the hell you made me do, man? Why are they just lingering back here is the real question. Yeah, these guys are already at Steamships now, so I'm definitely outclassed. All right, what do we got here? So there is my ship of the line.
Majesty's tolerance, sympathy.
No. How come you won't buy them for 50,000? You buy them for half.
Taking the initiative.
Cheap ass. Okay, so my 2 ships of the line are going to try to hunt down those frigates because that is indeed good money. And now we are making a lot of good money. I mean, 4,000 is pretty damn decent, but now we've really expanded on the amount of stuff we can produce here, and that's perfect. So what we're going to do is we are going to continue expanding the Docklands a little bit more in the next episode, trying to get more lucrative stuff out here so we can continue and get closer to the Brass. We're almost about halfway there, which is fantastic. We're almost about halfway there. So when we get that, we'll import the brass instead of probably like, I don't know. We're going to try to expand this as much as possible. And then we'll be able to start working on the freaking steam motors. That is going to be awesome. I could have potentially started on this too. You know what? Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Once we have a full stockpile of weapons, we'll get that up to 450. Okay, I'm not going to build any more ships of the line after this point. I'm only just going to build clippers. We are going to get rid of all of these, and we're going to swap them out with the heavy weapons factories. That way, we can, 1, probably stockpile a whole bunch of these and trade it for a lot of money, and 2, put it in the Docklands for a lot of good ratio values. That's going to be insane. I'm loving this playthrough. I hope you guys are as well. It's definitely a lot of fun. You guys should give this One Island Challenge a good college kids try. I definitely would recommend it. It really makes you think on how you can do this because, I mean, for example, with the whole fur coats thing, we don't have access to anything fur coat related, period, dot, the end. So how you manage this? We don't have Master Craftsman Frankie. We can't get, you know, fur coats made out of just wool and iron, which would be ridiculously itchy. I wouldn't want to wear one whatsoever. So how do you do it? How do you figure it out? Well, get to work. And let me know what you come up with. If you miraculously, from a mission, come up with Master Craftsman Frankie, I'm going to tell you that you probably keylog somewhere. Your luck is ridiculous. Just kidding. But until next time, my friends, hope you enjoyed today's episode. We finally got the electricity stuff going. That's awesome. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends. And I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.